Hello guys, so let's start today's video and we will start with the APN designer. So we talked about the APN community, we talked about like various things. You can see this. This is the APN community and I'll sign in. Okay, let's leave this for starting. And so this is the APN designer we are in, and these all are the application. So I have created this application Build New India, and let's open this application. So what are these all things? These all are the object of these applications. So you can see this. Let's go through all the options available inside the application. So this is the application name. This is the objects, the list of objects. We can have this in flat view and hierarchical view. So these are all the objects, and you can see this there are 10 objects. So inside these there are other objects. Okay, and if I choose the flat view, then it will show all the options, all the objects. So you can see this there are 29 objects. So in this side menu there are the checkbox, like if I click on this folder, then it will only show the folder object and it will give us the options to view the objects. Okay, so this is the panel, this is the designer panel of application. These are the objects, and when we click on monitoring, then we can see this object, the process instances and everything in it. When you click on this, we can see that there are these processes which are running, and this is the last process which got completed on 20. Okay, so this third object is for deployments. Okay, so let's come back to the objects first. We will learn about the objects because there are a lot of objects in the APN, and let's see this in the new tab. You can see this there are objects like first data type, data store, record type, process model, process reports, RPA, robotic process interfaces, reports, sites. You don't have to worry about all these things in the starting. We will cover it, and we will cover it one by one in the different video, because if I'll cover everything in the same video, then it will be very long video. Okay, so in this video we will start from the data type. So what is data type? So guys, let's explore about the data type first. So what is data type? You all know that data type is like the different type of data which we use in our objects, like integer, character. These are the notations which used in Java and other programming language also. I'll show you. Let's create a new application from the starting itself. So this is the APN designer. Let's create a new application. Create from scratch. Let's give this test application. The name will be test application. Okay, description, there is no need to give description. Let's create the application, and it is showing that the security review, the application security, but we have not created any groups yet. So let me give my user, and the security will be administrator, because we can do everything in this application. I'll explain about the securities later. So let me start with the data type. So this is the data type. Let's create with scratch. So this is the namespace. You can see this is the namespace in that APN, in the types, and now here you can give the name. I'll give the name will be, let's give it student. Okay, so the name will be student, and let's create it. So this is the panel of the data type panel, and inside this student you can create different type of fields. Okay, so let's create 3-4 fields. First I'll give the ID, which will be useful to fetch the field or data type. sorry, not text, it will be integer, and make this as a primary key. So here is the option that we can make it as a primary key and auto generated the next unique identifier when the record has been written. So if we check this, like it is like creating the SQL table. Okay, so in the when we create the SQL table, we also mention that the field is auto incremented and the primary key. So
the naming convention which we are using in this data type is a smaller case. Okay, so everything should be in a smaller case, but if the field name, the data type name is like having two characters, then the second character should be of larger case. So this is the type of naming convention we are giving in this, and let's see other things.
and phone number. Okay, so it should be text. The character length should be 255, or we can change it from here if we want. Last name is the text, and the phone is integer number. Okay, so if we save this, then a data type is saved. You can see in the properties itself, it is the namespace, the name is coming here, the description if we give, then it will become here, and the data type designer, it is a data type designer. Okay, so this is the process to create a data type. In this you can also download the XSD from here. Like if you wanted to update these fields, update the name of the fields, update the type of the fields, then you can download the XSD. Okay, I'll show you. Open with Firefox. Let me open it with Firefox only. You can see this is all the fields are coming inside this. So what we need to do is, if you want to update this, then we need to download this, and we can change the name or whatever we need to change. We need to change it from here, and after saving it we can upload it from here. You can upload it, like it is the option create new version from SSD. You can click it and you can upload it from here, the saved file, and it will create the new version of it. So in this video we will cover one more thing. So now you know that how to create the CDT, the custom data type. You can see this is the data type. So it is also called CDT, custom data type. Okay, because custom is because we are building this is not pre-built, and this is student is not pre-built. We build this and we decided what type of fields and what data type should be used in this field. Okay, so let's go through the cloud database. So what cloud database in this APN is, it contains all the fields, all the tables, all the views, everything in this. You can see this, there are some pre-built tables. Let's open this, and you can see you already have used SQL. So if you know about the SQL and how SQL works, then the database is not a big deal for you. But if you don't know how to work on the database, how to work on using database using SQL, then you need to learn the SQL queries and everything. So this is the table, and the table contains all the data inside it, and the language which is used is SQL. You can see this is the query, select asterisk from the table name where one. Okay, let's remove this where, and if you run this, go, like you can see there is the data is coming here. So this is the way to run any query here. So this is the query, to show all the elements of this, all the data of the table. So what APN provide us, APN makes everything easy. So we don't also have to worry about the tables also. It will it will make the connectivity with the cloud database very easy. We don't have to worry about the connectivity. All we have to worry about the data type which we are using, the tables which we are creating. And it also provide us one facility, like we don't have to create a table here by using a query, by using a SQL query. There is a shortcut, you can see this. There is a object, the data store. Let's create this. I will name this test ds, the data store, and this is the option like which data source you should use. So currently there is only one database, JDBC APN. JDBC, it is showing that because everything here is built in Java and the connectivity is due to JDBC. So we will use this and create the data store. And here the security is also coming, so let's not worry about this. I will name my and admin. So these are the warnings. I'll tell you about this later, so why these warnings are coming. Okay, so let's save this. So this is the data store designer. So what the APN data store designer is providing us, we have the CDT. We have the CDT here. You can see this. There is one CDT and this is the data store. So what data store will do? Data store will connect this CDT with the database. So you can see this. We can create add entity and I'll name it student data. Student data, and type, I need to search the CDT. It is a data type. Data type, the name of data type is student, and like we have selected the type, now we have to save it. So okay, so in the data entities, now it is showing that there is one data entity, student data type, which is of student type. Okay, so we can select, we can add various entities like various tables in this data store. Data store means it will contain all the entity. And schema management, it is, let's see this, why it is showing blue. Entity mapping must be verified before publishing data store. So this data store is not published yet. Okay, so we need to verify it. If we click on the verify, it will give us the error like no matching table found. Like in this entity student data, there is no matching table found in the data store. In the data store there is no table. So there are two options to create that table. Create table automatically, like if we choose this option and we click on the save and publish, then it will create the table of this data type automatically into the database. And if we choose create table manually, then we have to download the DDL script. It will download the DDL script of this entity, and we can create by writing the query like create table, all the details we need to match with the data type with the entity, and we will create into the data store. So let's save and publish now. So entity mapping verified, and we need to, it is published. We don't need to anything, we don't need to do anything. And let's check this, let's refresh it. Definitely the table will be created here, and you can see this student table is here. So you can see this ID, name, last name, which we have created in that CDT. And now the table is created in this SQL database. Okay, so we don't have to do anything, like we didn't write any query, we didn't do anything. It created automatically with the help of the data store. So till now we have learned about the two objects. One is the data store and second is the data type. So these two we have covered, and let's talk about the security and the groups and the user in the next video. Okay, so bye bye, see you in the next video guys.